Good afternoon, boomers. It's the voice of the blockchain here. Satoshi's big cousin, cryptography's finest. Champagne Crypto, thanks for tuning in. Jigger Romes is in the box. I see you. Good morning, good afternoon, and shout out to the kaboomers that are tuning in to this live one, guys. We're live right now here on the tubes. Make sure you're touching the buttons for me, the like, the subscribe, the post notification bell, the ding ding. I need you caressing every single button out there. Shout out to 134 Dolphin. I see you, Tony, Bitcoin, Marlon, Roberto. We're just warming up, turning on this crypto oven, preheating it 450 and beyond. Ready to cook up these tasty crypto treats for the boomers worldwide out there in the blockchain battlefield trenches. Crypto markets are green. We'll be discussing that today. Shout out to the boomers, Tony, Roberto, Marlon, Dolphin, Jigger Romes, and the silent lurkers that are tuning in, guys. We'll feel your energy as well. Drop a comment there in the population of the chat box. Welcome to Test Cooks for You. Good lunchtime, everyone. Indeed, shout out to Test Cooks for You, one of our crypto chick boomer snipers out there. Let me throw you a sniper out there. Welcome back to the population of the chat box. Guys, markets are turning green today. Not crazy news. Nothing crazy out there. I saw some Ripple news, but I don't really want to cover that on the headlines. But everything else looking all right. 37.50 on the bits, and we'll be going down the cryptocurrency market cap prices in just a moment. Let's let a few boomers come here into the box. We turn off these coins out there. Shout out to CryptoZilla, silent lurking, no more kaboom. CryptoZilla, one of our high-ranking officials out there in Asia, doing what he's got to do to remain true, to remain booming out there. I appreciate you, Zilla. Jamal, good afternoon. Tony, Bitcoin. Be careful, we got another dip coming. We're always ready and prepared here, one locked and loaded in the chamber. The crypto maniacs are always prepared out there, Tony Bitcoin. If you've been tuning in to the broadcast, you know that we're always prepared, and we always have the storm shutters ready just in case we get hit with a Cat 5. We got the electrical generators, the water filtration system. We have the links to the Berkey down below just in case the water gets contaminated out there. You can filter it directly. You can drink directly out of the lake with this filter we have linked down below. So we're prepared for any type of crypto storm out there, Tony. Double X, it's a green day. Hoped more to come. Shout out to Double X. Marlon Jones says all in on Masternode. Shout out to Marlon, going hard out there. Tony Bitcoin says feel safer in February, crypto maniacs. Thanks for letting us know. Booming daily with the node, says Marlon Jones. Guys, check him out. He's doing what he can to find the winners out there. CryptoZilla says on Monday, Backed, which was launched by the owner of the New York Stock Exchange, announced the acquisition of assets owned by Rosenthal Collins Group, a century-old future commissions merchant. Never heard of Rosenthal Collins Group, but it smells like value. Okay, Rosenthal smells like money, if you ask me. I could be mistaken, but I'm just telling you about how it smells like upon reading it. Thanks for letting us know there, CryptoZilla. Shout out to Marlon, Tony, Double X, Jamal, CryptoZilla, Test Cooks for You, Roberto, 134, Jurger, Romes. Guys, Monday. I hope you guys hit the gym early this morning and pumped some weights. Champagne is officially on the Mad Cow training program. We'll be covering it more this Friday on our self-improvement live streams. I encourage you to check our live stream out that we did on Friday. We covered some healthy topics out there. Boomers got a little controversial. And right after live streaming, the video was demonetized. I feel like someone felt some type of way. And I said that during the live stream, but I clicked for it to be under review. And then soon thereafter, they gave me the free pass. Or not even free pass. That's a wrong word to use. But they gave me the pass, and they monetized it again. So you never know, guys. You never know out there. The PC police is out there. And I've had it with these PC police. And we're going to be going hard for 2019. No reason to be scared out there from the owners of these platforms. There's always another one that we can go to just in case this thing crumbles down. Robert Hodgson is in the box. I see you, Robert. Good afternoon. Jigger Rome says, sorry, champ, too many truths said on Friday. You're right, Jigger Rome's too many truths, but we will continue to speak the truth daily here. As much as the PC police may feel some type of way, it doesn't matter. We're going to continue to move He says, move to BitTube in 2019, says Marlon Jones. Yeah, I mean, I've looked at BitTube. I don't know why I haven't jumped on it. The thing is, guys, to keep it 1,000, this is why most of these content creators here are on the tubes, because there's so many people congregating here. You know, we have thousands of followers over there on Steam, but it looks like that platform is kind of quiet out there. And you can go to BitTube, BitChute, StreamMe, you got Twitch, but they don't have the congregation of people like YouTube has. But we're going to have to start directing boomers to other platforms because, you know, it's only a matter of time before YouTube completely cracks down on all the truth speakers out there in the alternative media. We're ready and we're prepared, or we should be getting more prepared. But I'm going to have to open up another account somewhere. I don't know if it's Twitch or Stream or BitTube or, I mean, you know, you can catch me on Steam It just in case we get deplatformed now here. You know, Steam It is uncensorable, although let me actually rephrase that. Steam is uncensorable. Steam It is censorable. We talked about this last week. Apparently the dark overlords, those hackers that are demanding Bitcoin in exchange for not releasing some sensitive information tied to 9/11, they were posting on Steam. They got deplatformed there on Steam. But as we discussed last week, the Steam blockchain is immutable, and it could be accessed through other points like busy.org, like Steam Peak, like DTube, DLive. So in the meantime and in between time, we'll be there, and we need to get some other accounts. So maybe I'll listen to Marlon. Marlon gives some good advice sometimes out there. Marlon, put me onto Elastos and other coins out there. I appreciate you, Marlon. MBK Crypto says, what up, Champagne? What up, MBK? I see you. Cryptozilla says, Back's ambitions are greater than ever. They're already going global and not just waiting on the SEC. So they are in discussions with a number of regulators in different countries. Indeed, the infrastructure for cryptocurrency exchange is being laid down here by these financial institutions, backed Fidelity and others. So if you don't believe in the future of the Crip Walk, I encourage you to do it now, guys. It's only a matter of time before they launch this thing mainstream, if you ask me. Steam just banned Dark Lord because of the Steam 9/11 inside news. Right, it's Steam It, not Steam. So there's, you know, most people that haven't used that blockchain, it's kind of confusing for people to get. So you have the Steam blockchain, guys. The Steam blockchain is immutable, and that's decentralized, okay? And there's ways to access the Steam blockchain. One way, and the most popular way, is the steamit.com website, okay? But you don't need to access the Steam blockchain through steamit.com. You could access it through busy.org, which their user interface looks a lot more like Facebook. You could access it through DTube, which looks a lot more like YouTube. You could through Steam Peak, and there's other points of entry to the Steam blockchain. Steamit.com is a centralized entity. They banned Dark Lord or Overlord or whatever this entity or person is, which seems like a criminal if you ask me. It doesn't even seem like they're a hacktivist like they say. Anyhow, Steemit is censored. Steam is not. Okay? Steemit is censored and Steam is not. So, you know, some people get confused because, you know, Steemit, and then, you know, most people access Steam through Steemit, so they get confused. And I was confused at the beginning too. I couldn't believe it. And once I did a little more research, looked into it, I saw that it was just Steemit, which is a bad look because they're the leading organization promoting the Steam blockchain, and I didn't like it. I didn't like it at all. Change your 4th of July and the day to stand up for your freedoms from the funny bunny government regulators. So many Americans complain about it, so start using the fireworks for a change. Okay, Cryptozilla out there. Test Cooks for You says, I did not know that. Yeah, I had to do a little bit more research into that. And so Steemit is a centralized, so who, you know, they own the .com domain, Steemit, the Steemit organization or whatever you want to call it. But Steam, the actual blockchain, you could make your own website that connects directly to the Steam blockchain. And, you know, no one could censor that. So, you know, it's a good thing. And that's why I believe that there's still value in Steam, guys. I think that there's still value in Steam. You know, I've been, you know, supportive of the Steam blockchain for some time now. And it's just a shame that, you know, you could downvote there on the Steam blockchain, which some can consider a form of economic abuse. And that could have chased some people away from the blockchain, like Jerry Banfield said months before. You know, I tend to agree with that point. But let's see how it could or could not change in the future. We don't know. Let's go ahead and talk about the markets here. We went off on a tangent there. We haven't even covered the prices. So let me share my screen with you guys. Coin market cap. Let me hit refresh out here. Currently, the market's looking like $123 billion worldwide, and the Bitcoin dominance remains there at 52.4%. So it hasn't changed much. Okay, we've seen a little dip, dives, and slides here with the market, but the dominance here with Bitcoin remains the same. 3706 for the bits. Took a little dip over the weekend, but now it's gaining a few pounds, some weight out there. It looks like it's back ready to pump up starting for Monday here. Ripple back on number 2 spot at 33 cents. I saw some exchanges now have announced that they're going to be trading a bunch of crypto pairs against Ripple, including EOS and others. You know, listen, guys, don't believe in the Ripple hype. I think that this is a centralized coin, and while the price may boom, this has nothing to do with decentralized crypto blockchains, if you ask me. So throw it out the box, in my personal opinion. Ether 129 up 8%. I believe that Ether has one strong run here in 2019. I don't know when it's going to be, but you know, that's what I'm calling for. One more last strong run before maybe something like EOS or Tron knocks it out the box. You got Bitcoin Cash at 132, it's up 4%. EOS at 245 at 6.73%. I got to get into the Shintai EOS token leasing platform. I've done it or looked at it or reviewed it before, but I haven't been active on it as of late. Shintai is a platform that allows you to lease EOS tokens to EOS dApp developers. Okay, and receive some sort of a profit. It's a decentralized platform. I have covered it in the past, but I'm going to do a little bit more coverage in the near future. You got Stellar at 10 cents, Tether at 102, Litecoin at $32. What happened? Litecoin was above 40 or hit 40 and went back down to 32. Litecoin continues to fight its way to remain in the top 10. Like Ethereum, I do believe Litecoin has another pump or two in the tank for 2019, if you ask me. You got Tron moving up the rankings here at 2 cents. Bitcoin Satoshi Vision slipping in the rankings. I don't see this coin going anywhere. Correct me if I'm wrong, or convince me if you think otherwise. You got Cardano at 4 cents, IOTA at 31 cents, Binance at 603. Binance, one of the top performers, and it's another coin that we put in our virtual portfolio, which is somewhat down today. We'll be checking that out as well. We started a virtual portfolio with $10,000 of virtual funds, and we picked up some coins here with the community, one being Binance. Monero is another one there. It's $45, Dash at $73. Shout out to the boomers out there. Let me check out the chat box over here. Derek McLean agrees with Champ on Ripple. Robert Hodgson says, like it or not, Ripple will be big. Okay, we'll see. We'll see. Senyata says they don't claim to be hacktivists. They just want Bitcoin. A hacktivist would be releasing documents for free. Yeah, they seem like criminals, Senyata. They just seem like criminals, so it is what it is. Tony Bitcoin says, absolutely, Champ. Ripple, beware. Yeah, you know, Ripple, centralized coin. Yeah, everybody thinks it's going to be big because they still believe in the banks. But listen, if the banks fail, I think the confidence with anything that has to do with banks is going to decrease. So I wouldn't expect Ripple to be a long-term boomer. Although for the short run, you know, they may bubble up. But, you know, I'm not here for short runs. I'm here for long guns. Okay, long guns, long barrel snipers. Shout out to the boomers out there. Hoping the Champ family is doing well for the 2019 season. Let's all boom together, gents. Thank you, Kenny. Everything's doing great out here, and I hope you're doing well for 2019 as well. Welcome to the chat box. Che as in cheap, so it's Che Tai. I know Shintai sounds like a dead body. I know, Cryptozilla. You've tried to correct me in the past, and excuse me. You know, I call it Shintai. And I probably will continue to call it Shintai until I hear somebody else pronounce it right. Simply reading the pronunciation doesn't seem to stick, but you're right. I'm mispronouncing it. I know Cryptozilla knows how to pronounce it correctly, and you know, it is what it is. Excuse me. Ripple will not be as big. It has no real use case. What's the use case? Says Derek McLean. I think it's in between banks that they're going to use it. I mean, you know, I haven't looked much into it, and I frankly don't care. Sorian George says, yo, Champ, tomorrow is Steam testnet. Is that true? I'm not sure, Sorian. I'm not sure. I don't know. I don't know. And if it is, I would like to know more and how it could perhaps positively impact the coin's price. You know, I'm looking out for these smart media tokens. And, you know, as far as being able to launch your own token on the Steem blockchain and monetize it the same way you would monetize Steem. So basically, it's like a little mini fork of Steem that you could create on your own, make your own Steem token and run on that technology. I hope that they're launching a test net in order to test that out. Find your inner chi. So it's Chin Tai, Chi. Okay. Tony Bitcoin says, don't worry, we understand you, champ. It's all good there, Tony. And CryptoZilla has tried to correct me in the past because I'm sure he knows how to pronounce it correctly out there. But, you know, champagne is not always on it's not always on point with that. Wax on, wax off, sand of flora. You got it there, CryptoZilla. You got it there. So the markets are on green. Let's see which coins are actually booming today as far as biggest gainers out of the top 100. We got Revane or Revane, never heard of it. And how about it? Boomers chain link up 20%. Don't act like champagne hasn't been telling you about the linkers since it was like number 90 or number 80. I don't, you know, you're gonna have to backtrack and check the video, but it was almost up there to the 100 coin. Ranked number 80 or 90, I don't remember, but now it's ranked number 32. Okay, shout out to the Link Marines worldwide. Shout out to Sergi. I told you this one smelled like a memer. Okay, smelled like a meme from day one, but I kept seeing it and I kept seeing it and I kept seeing it. And I told you guys, look out for the power of the meme. You saw what happened to Doggy Coin, to Dogecoin, and that one never went away. And apparently Link is here to stay, moving up the rankings. Perhaps it hits the top 20 coins next week. Let's see. Like the Doggy Coin, like the Doge. You got it, Tony. You got it. Indeed. So the memer, don't act like champagne didn't tell you about that. I got a video floating out just on Chainlink that I did months back. So it is what it is out there. You got Tron moving up the ranks as well. Tron is another one that I've considered jumping on the train with. Okay, jumping on because there's a few more seats there on the Tron train. Let me hear if is that the train? All aboard! All aboard! I hear the train out there. That's the crypto train. Boom! See my snipers on the train out there. So Tron's up 15%. This is one that I considered before I got into EOS. Tron has a community. Let's see. It seems like all I see on Tron though is these funny bunny gambling dApps. Okay, a bunch of Asian casinos. I don't know if I like that or not, but you know, as far as the development, there's people there. I'm not sure. I'm not sure though. Okay, I'm not completely 1,000% convinced out there, but they got Justin Sun and friends, and you know, this one keeps moving up the ranking. Let me know what you think about the Tronaholics out there. IOST is up. Waves is another one. I've covered this one in the past. Waves is a sleeper too. 275 on Waves. This one is a platform that allows you to launch dApps. It allows you to launch your own tokens as well. This one's been around for some time. And it's a sleeper. I see it competing somehow against Ethereum, but doesn't have as much propaganda charging it up as other coins like Tron, EOS, and even Neo has had in the past. But don't sleep on Waves. Metaverse, I don't know much about. And then you got Neo under $10. Neo has been a weird hold. Okay, aside from the virtual portfolio that we constructed last week, I have Neo, a little baggie of Neo there, a little baby nickel bag there that I got in one of my shoe boxes. It's a dusty bag, but it's staking gas tokens, and I'll tell you, it hasn't been sexy. Okay, what I like about Neo is the wallet. Okay, the wallet, it's easy to use, it's easy to stake, and it's a sexy wallet, and there's coins that are being launched on Neo, but it seems like ever since Ontology came into the game that it's kind of sidetracked and taking attention away from Neo. Let me know what's going on with Neo and if I should continue to hold this. You got Maker. We've covered this one here. It's a rare crypto coin. There's less than 1 million makers out there. This is the one with the messaging dApp, if I'm not mistaken. I covered this one last week. You got Ether and then Holochain. Let me tell you guys here about Holochain. This one is second to Link as far as the memes on the boards or whatnot. This one's another memer. Okay, not as intense with the memes as Chainlink has, but one to keep focused on. Hollow chain out there. So I don't know if it's, I don't know the tech behind it. I just see the memes. And maybe it's worth taking a ride on the train. I don't know. You got Digitex Future. I don't know anything about that. And you got 0x. I believe in 0x. And this one we also added to our virtual portfolio. 0x is being covered heavily by Coinbase with their Coinbase Earn program. If you don't know about that, Coinbase Earn allows you to earn 0x tokens for watching YouTube videos about 0x, educating yourself about 0x, and answering a short quiz about 0x, which leads me to believe that Coinbase believes that there's some potential here with 0x. I don't see why they would go so out of their way to educate the community on this token unless they plan on a kapump out there. Bluezell has had a great potential along with NEO and ONT. Never heard of Bluezell, Tesk. Thanks for letting me know. Champ, what are your thoughts on Mimblewimble? Mimblewimble will supposedly allow for scalable on-chain transaction processing and true anonymity on the blockchain. I haven't gotten around to Mimblewimble. You're not the only one that's talking about it. I think Derek has been talking about it. Marlon. I got a couple boomers that's been telling me, Champ, look at Mimblewimble, look at Mimblewimble. So I'm going to have to look at Mimblewimble. Okay, I'm going to need to take some time and smell what the Wimble's cooking. I don't know if it's booming or not. I don't know what the association with Grin Coin is, but I've heard that Grin and Beam will be launching tokens based on Mimblewimble this month. There you go. I'm thinking about buying GPU and mining Grin. I'm going to have to look into it, Marlon, because you're not the only one that's been talking about it. There you go. Zilla says, I think Mimblewimble would have been great if these big YouTubers kept it under wraps, but I think it's already getting overhyped. Too many eager for a new boomer, which means it's ready for a ride. So, okay, so some of the other YouTubers have been talking about it. I don't know. I'm going to be honest with you. I haven't been following too many crypto YouTubers. I mean, I still have them, but haven't been checking out the videos as much as I have in the past because, crypto's been kind of quiet. So, I don't know what the bigger crypto YouTubers are talking about. If you want to go ahead and name which ones have been mentioning Mimblewimble for reference, that would be interesting. Robert says, what are your thoughts on media hype making many believe in projects like Ripple, Army, and Cardano will make you a millionaire post? It's a lot of shills out here. And then in the crypto space, it's expected. Don't believe the hype out there, Robert. I've never been behind Ripple, and I've always thought it was smelling like central banking from the beginning, even before we jumped on the tubes. So if you ask me, it's funny bunny. Snipe it out the box. The big boys are looking to fill their bags, so I'll let Mimblewimble prove itself and then look at it after the smoke clears, says CryptoZilla. Okay. Tony Bitcoin says his sleeper for 2019 is Theta token. I've heard a few mentions on Theta, but I haven't done the research. Marlon says GPUs are cheap right now. Not much risk. I see out there mining Grin and Beam considering price of GPUs. That may be a case out there. I have never gotten into actual mining with hardware, but it seems like some people have pulled some profit. So I don't know really, how profitable or not. I'm not the one to talk to about that. Derek says, I brought it up months ago first. The Grin project comes out tomorrow. Yeah, Derek's been mentioning it. Yeah, Derek and others have talked about it, but I think Derek has mentioned it the most. Marlon's asking you if you have a GPU. If you can mine in a place that doesn't have high electricity costs, then it might be worth it. I've looked at the numbers with a few here, and we aren't jumping on it from the start. Yeah, the thing with the mining, and, I understand the mining. It could be profitable in some cases, but, the alternative to mining is just to buy the coin. Wait for the price to be good and buy the coin. So sometimes, it could be in some instances easier than to buy the coin than to get all this hardware to mine it. And, I don't know. I mean, it depends obviously on which coin and whatnot, but, something to consider. Risk versus reward, says CryptoZilla. So if you like the look of the dice and can afford to roll it, then go for it. Right. You're right. It's risk versus reward. And also if you like the look of the dice, that's something that I follow. I don't like getting into coins just for the hype. I like to have some attachment to the coin other than just profit. Like, some belief that the tech is going to do something, that it's revolutionary, that it's adding value to the crypto community. Champagne just doesn't just chase quick profits. You know, while some may be doing that, that's okay, and I don't have anything against those boomers. Champagne's, like I said, I'm here for the long barrel snipe. Okay, long barrel snipe. So that's what it is. Honey Miner says Tony Bitcoin. I don't know about that. I don't know about that. Let's check out some of the headlines out here. Back says latest acquisition will help its consumer base. So we got some of the headlines here talking about Backed. Winklevoss Twin says if Bitcoin ETF approval takes 6 years, so be it. So, you know, more talk about financial legacy institutions coming into the game, and people get erect. Okay, they get an erection when you talk about this, and frankly, I don't care. And you know, I don't think it's necessarily a good thing when the banks come into the game, guys. We've seen this in the past, and I don't know why people keep talking about it. You know, you got these people that they believe in the banks, they believe in Big Brother, and they're the same people that are buying Ripple. If you ask me, the same funny bunnies, the same baby bear cubs dancing and prancing. You see them out there. Snipe them out the box as well. We have idle GPU miners and still not attracted personally. YouTube hype is not a plus, in my opinion, says CryptoZilla. You guys are talking about GPU miners. Marlon says, my point is GPUs are hella cheap, but I'll have to research profitability and difficulty before I buy a GPU. Yeah, and you're right. The GPUs seem very cheap now. I'm sure you can get one for obviously less than $1,000, maybe $500-600, if I'm not mistaken. I haven't looked directly into it, but that's what I assume. Faucet-like from your CPU or GPU, no fee with CPU, but GPU mining, there's a fee, says Tony Bitcoin. Okay. And Marlon thinks that Derek's right as far as Wimble's Grin project coming out tomorrow. We got 29 crypto maniacs in the box. We've been streaming for about 27 minutes. I'll take a few more comments and questions, and I'm going to leave this stream. I'm closer to the 30-minute mark. You know, why not? I've been testing out different durations of streams. We've gone as short as 20, 25 minutes, 30 minutes, and we did some 40, 45-minute streams in an hour. It seems like 45 minutes or less is a sweet spot. Once you start going over an hour, I think that some people don't have all the time to listen to that. And if you believe that's the case, you may want to consider speeding it up to 1.5 or 1.25x speed there. If you hit the little wheel, okay, the little wheel down there on the settings, you could speed up, and it's a little YouTube hack where you can listen to more videos faster. If you're doing that on your mobile phone, you want to hit the 3 dots on the top right hand corner. That'll give you the option out there, so you can listen to these streams quickly. The revolutionist, the Cardano general, is here. Kaboom! He's late, but he's here. Let me drop a explosion, a bomb for you. Boom. Welcome back. How about them Saints champ Super Bowl? Here we come. Who dat? Yeah, I heard the Saints are favored. Was watching part of the Patriots game with some gentlemen out there. You know, Champagne, I don't really tune into the sports. I'm going to keep it 1,000 with you. You know, I'm not much of a gamer in any sense. But, yeah, I was watching the Pats game yesterday, and, you know, I asked some of the gentlemen I was hanging with, you know, who's the favorite, and everybody was saying the Saints. So, there you go. Apparently, Marlon's a fan. So, let's go Saints then. I bet you're a Cowboy fan, champ. No, I don't really watch the sports. I'm going to be honest with you, Marlon. You know, I used to be more into the sports while I was a young gunner. But, you know, something about cheering for other men running around with a ball doesn't really attract me. I'm more into other types of value. But that's no shots at people watching the sports because, you know, it's entertaining. I understand. You got Tony, a Giants fan. There you go. Revolutionist says he was mining, but the profitability has fallen off a cliff. I know that Revolutionist a few months back, he had a Z9 mini miner. I'm not sure what you were mining. Was it directly Bitcoins or you were mining some other coin? But I remember you saying that you sold your miners and bought more Cardano. We have Marlon here in the population discussing with Derek possibilities of mining Grin coin on this Mimblewimble project that I haven't looked into. Okay, so I'm not sure, you know, if there's profitability mining this project. I believe it's a GPU miner as opposed to the ASIC miner that Revolutionist had. Been Saints fan my whole life, but I'd rather watch the boomers run with crypto. And you could do both. Shout out to the Saints fan. And like I said, I'm not normally watching the sports like that. If I do watch sports, I like, maybe like UFC. I'm into the UFC fighting or whatnot. And but as far as watching entertainment on television, I'd rather spend my time focusing on what's gonna kaboom out there. You seem like a UFC guy. There you go, Kenny. You called it out right there. Yeah, I'm not deep into the UFC, but if I'm gonna spend some time, I've ordered a few UFC pay-per-view events in the past, so they've had a customer out of me in the past. Derek says, if you mine Greencoin, you will have to sell every day ASAP because it has a very high inflation rate, says Derek McLean. Okay. Revolutionist says, I was mining Zcash with the Z9 Mini miners, but I sold them and dumped that 3K into ADA as the profit was falling fast. So there you go. And that's what a lot of the miners have reported, that, they end up just selling the coin, buying Bitcoin. And sometimes it's like a race to the bottom when you're mining the coin. I don't know if that's the case for every single situation, but it seems like that's an instance that I keep hearing about. Robert Hodgson says, thoughts on VeChain node. I have no thoughts because I haven't done my research on VeChain, but I'll tell you this, Robert, I have seen some boomers here in the population of the chat box mentioning VeChain, which leads me to believe that there's something there. Tony Bitcoin is saying a major Spanish energy company to use blockchain. I'm not surprised. You're going to be seeing more larger entities using blockchain technology. As a matter of fact, if I'm not mistaken, someone was showing me a Goldman Sachs ad on Instagram stories promoting the benefits of the blockchain. So that lead me to believe that there's something there. You got Goldman Sachs throwing blockchain ads out there, and now you got Spanish companies using blockchain. And there is a difference, though, between blockchain and crypto. There is a difference between blockchain and crypto. Not all blockchains remain anonymous. They're not all cryptographic, if you ask me. Derek's talking about the green inflation rate. Starts about 500% and goes down 1% in 10 years. Green is meant for transaction. I'm going to have to look into it, Derek, because, people are talking about it. Marlon says, Revolutionist, that's why I like masternodes so much, like mining without the electric and hardware costs. There you go. Revolutionist says, that's why I prefer Cardano over Bitcoin, because Cardano is proof of stake and you earn a profit without needing any expensive hardware at all. Yeah, and, I'm attracted to staking coins. And, let me ask you a question, though, Revolutionist. Is the staking already implemented on Cardano? Are you receiving staking rewards, or is that something that you're expecting to receive sooner than later? I do know that Cardano is supposed to be a proof of stake coin, but my understanding is that there's a possibility that hasn't been implemented as of late. I don't know. Let me know. I'm sure that you know better than I do when it comes to Cardano. You guys should check out Jin Platform to set up masternodes. If you haven't done so, has allowed me to profit through this bear market. Marlon Jones keeps telling us about these nodes. So, I'm not ignoring Marlon. Make sure you guys check him out. I know he's covered that in the past. So if you want to get a little bit more detailed information, I'm sure Marlon can let you know about that. Tony says, yes, sir. Bitcoin, baby. The king just turned 10. Wait till my baby Bitcoin turns sweet 16. There you go. And just wait till the next halving occurs on 2020. I think that may trigger the next bull run, if you ask me. The Revolutionist says, not yet. It's expected in April or May time. So there you go. You're waiting for it. Let's see. If they, what am I looking for? If they actually hit that point on their roadmap and they do turn on the proof of stake there in April or May. They better do it soon, because apparently Ethereum is about to hard fork and turn proof of stake as well. So at this pace, perhaps maybe Ethereum users will be getting rewards for staking their coins before Cardano users will. So I don't know. Open source blockchain only. You're right, champ. I agree, Tony. Proof of stake and masternodes will be predominant, and I think Bitcoin will be the only proof of work coin to survive. That's interesting. Bitcoin as the only proof of work coin to survive. I can kind of see that, Marlon. I like that point that you did. I'm going to have to think about that a little bit more, but I think you're onto something there. What is the best peer-to-peer digital currency, says David? I don't know. You know, you may want to ask the boomers, but things to consider are Litecoin, you know, Bitcoin Cash. What other ones there? It's just strictly peer-to-peer. Litecoin's the first one that comes to mind. Derek would like to take 10% of all his portfolio into masternodes. There you go. Theta token will be staked after blockchain is established, says Tony. Okay. Dr. Puffin Stuff says, hey, a champ, hope you and the other maniacs have been holding that crypto line while I've been away. Shout out to Dr. Puffin Stuff. It's been months, maybe even a year since I've seen you here in the trenches here with the boomers. Welcome back. Let me drop a bomb for you, Dr. Puffin Stuff. Kaboom! I see you, Dr. Puffin Stuff. You still steaming out there, Dr. Puffin Stuff? I know Steam got quiet. I know you were heavy there on the Steam networks. Let me know. Pepe El Toro has entered the population of the chat box. Let me drop a bomb for you as well, Pepe. Shout out to Puffin Stuff. I haven't seen you in a while. Welcome to the population. All right, guys. I wanted to keep the stream of more like 30 minutes, but now we're at 36 minutes. So I'll take a few more comments, questions, and then I'll get out of here before coming back on tomorrow and continuing with that good crypto energy. Gamma Coin will be used for transaction for the Theta platform. Okay, Tony, thanks. Derek says he agrees with Marlon Jones. Mimblewimble is proof of work, can scale better with privacy. Okay. Dr. Puffin Stuff says, it has, brother, it has. Much love. I'm still on Steam, but I haven't been posting like I would like to. Okay, well, it's nice to see you back, and don't get lost. We're still here booming, Dr. Puffin Stuff. Here with the good crypto energy, here with the good crypto brothers. So don't forget about us. Marlon Jones says, Gin nodes are hella cheap and undervalued. Plus, you need it to pay your 42 cents US dollar per fee VPS service and IP. I use Gin Masternode rewards to pay his fees. There you go. CryptoZilla says, it was fun with Saeed was here last week and asked if we remember him. I said, we have a shrine for you. Yeah, even Saeed came back in the other day and asked us if we remember. Of course we remember him. David Cornish says 2019 will be the year for permission blockchains with token economics. Okay, let's see. Marlon says Bitcoin will implement Mimblewimble before long. Okay, I got to check out this Mimblewimble. I have no idea what it is or it isn't. But being that the boomers are talking about it, I'm going to have to take a closer look. Revolutionist says he likes the sideways market, and I've been stacking all along the way before the big kaboom. The Cardano general. Revolutionist has dumped the majority of his bag in a Cardano. So I'll tell you this. If you see Cardano booming, look out for Revolutionist to invite us to his crypto castle for the celebration. Derek McLean says, how much profit do you make per month on a masternode? I believe you should ask that to Marlon, because I don't have a masternode. I have no idea. I know that Marlon has covered some of the masternode stuff here there on his channel, so you may want to check that out. Know any solid altcoins for betting on sports like boxing? I don't know. The first thing that comes to mind was what is it? Was it the No Limit coin or some fantasy sports token? But no, the answer is that I don't know any solid altcoins. No. Tony Bitcoin says, thanks for kabooming with us, maniacs. Appreciate all you've done. I appreciate you, Tony, and everybody else here in the population of the chat box. You guys have held me down during the crypto winter, during the cold one out there. People showing love there in the super chat, all during the crypto downtime. You guys showing up, dropping positive comments. I appreciate every single one of you maniacs. Derek says Augur for betting. Okay, yeah, Augur's one that, Augur's a predictive marketplace. I mean, I'm not sure if it's just for the sports community, but yeah, you have a point there. Dr. Puffin Stuff says he's back ready to grab more bits and coins before the next boom. I don't think No Limit is doing boxing at the moment. There you go. Where do you think crypto adoption comes first, Southeast Asia or South America? David, I wouldn't say that crypto adoption is limited to a physical space. I think that, it's the type of people that will be using it. I wouldn't just say that it's in an actual physical location. Although, I see the adoption in Southeast Asia, South America, but I wouldn't say it's either or. Marlon will be doing a Masternode update tomorrow night. So if you guys want to check that out, check his channel. If you go to Masternodes online, you'll see all the prices, etc. Right. If you go to masternodes.online. Yeah, there is a few of those types of sites that tracks the profitability of different Masternode coins, and they're always changing in real time. Tony Bitcoin says he's been with you since vids from your car. Shout out to Tony. Wherever inflation is the worst, the adoption will be the most likely. So by that logic, you know, places like Venezuela, perhaps. I'm not convinced, but, you know, I can understand that type of thinking. Pepe El Toro says a big fight coming in Dallas, Texas at the Cowboy Stadium. Okay. Marlon Jones is saying you would need a Crypto Bridge account to get these coins. And I've covered Crypto Bridge as well. Decentralized exchange. It runs on BitShares, if I'm not mistaken. Derek says, Champ, I need your opinion real quick. If Baby Champ wants to live with you after college, if you wanted to go, would you charge him rent? If Baby Champ wants to live with you after college, if he wanted to go, would you charge him rent? I don't know. I mean, I'm not that far down the line, but I can see the value in teaching your children, you know, to be responsible financially. I don't know your direct situation out there, but, you know, sooner than later, you're going to have to pay your own rent. So, you know, I'll tell you this, when I was in college, I paid my own rent. I mean, I never had the luxury of having the family catch my back like that, because that was never the situation. So, you know, the more you could be self-sustainable, that's a skill in itself. So, you know, if I could teach them to, you know, be self-sufficient, the quicker the better. Crypto Bridge is a good exchange to buy and sell that has most of Masternode coins, but learn how to use the DEX. Yeah, I like Crypto Bridge, Marlon, and I've covered it in the past. More Litecoin for UFC, hopefully, says Tony. Yeah, I seen that Litecoin has got some ads there with the UFC. Dr. Puffin says he's been here since POS Wallet. I like POS Wallet. Yeah, I remember covering that. I'm not sure if what happened to that. Pepe says he's doing some research on Augur. I like Augur, I'll tell you that much. And it's in our virtual portfolio. We're down on that virtual portfolio. We started with a 10K virtual budget. It's at 9,300. Let me show you the status of that portfolio before we sign off here. We've been doing a stream for 42 minutes, so might as well keep going. Here we go. Crypto coin count is where we've created this portfolio, and you could see the different coins that we have here on our portfolio. Of course, one Bitcoin, and we got Chainlink, Cardano, 0x, Binance, Decentraland, Basic Attention Token, Monero, ETH Classic, and Augur. And we spent 10,062 on last Monday, so it's been about a week, and we're down. We're down. Like the market's been down. We're at 93.50. So you know, that's the reality of things. You can't always be 1,000% on point with it. And this is a portfolio that we created in tandem with the community. You could check the charts here and see a pie chart for the coin spread to get an idea of where we virtually invested it. That's what it is. Robert says, what's your strategy, hodl or trade? For this, you know, I'm a hodler. I'm going to be honest with you. Like, aside from the virtual portfolios, I'm a hodler. With this one here, I plan on hodling most of the coins, but I'm not against swapping out some coins and trading. We won't do that today, but maybe this week. I have entertained the possibility of picking up some Vibe tokens alongside these Decentraland tokens for the gaming community, because I like Vibe, and there's other tokens. Right now, you know, I'm kind of feeling some type of way of this ETH Classic, even though I like ETH Classic. We picked it up right before that 51% attack, and ETH Classic, I don't know. Let me know what you think about ETH Classic. Although it's looking like the true Ethereum, the price right now is not booming like I expected. All right, Pepe, I'll see you out there. Keep grinding out there. Dr. Puff and stuff said, when did you start your portfolio? We started it last Monday, and you could check that live stream and see us building that portfolio from scratch. It was exactly 1 week ago. So it was on the 7th. Check out postlist.org to check for the probability of your coin of your tokens for those of you that like to stake coins. Postlist.org. Thanks, Marlon. The issue is the cost of schooling is out of sight nowadays, so not the same situation as in the past. Okay? Take care, Champagne. Health and happiness always, brother. Take it easy out there, Tony. Keep booming out there worldwide. All right, guys. We've done a 45-minute broadcast. We're going to go ahead and cut it off here. Always a pleasure. Always a pleasure. And we'll continue to watch this portfolio, and maybe we'll do some swap out of some coins and do some trading here virtually, just to keep things entertaining. On that note, I think I'm going to get out of here. Shout out to CryptoZilla, Tony, Marlon, Puff and Stuff, Pepe, David, Derek, Robert, Zilla, the rest of the silent lurkers that are booming out there. We feel your energy as well. I'll go ahead and catch you guys tomorrow. Everybody stay positive, and if you haven't hit the gym, go ahead and do it right now. I'll catch you guys tomorrow with the good positive crypto energy. Stay tuned in. It's the voice of the blockchain here, Satoshi's biggest cousin, your favorite YouTuber's favorite YouTuber, Champagne Crypto. Thanks for tuning in.